right, well, another exciting period here with the Sarnia Sting in London. Saw a little less aggression from London out there, I think, didn't we?
I honestly I didn't think so.
No,
I
I didn't
thought
think
it.
so.
I thought
Maybe I
both
was
teams kind
blinking
of
too
turned
much
it up
again.
a little bit out there.
Yeah.
It's I think there's been less aggression. Hockey wise,
Right.
they did score that one goal, but they're kind of still playing that.
And they snuck it in there. Like there was a kerfuffle going on there.
But hey, I mean, they got one in there. But their shots that period, though, other than that power play, like they didn't get their first shot until about the halfway point of that entire second period.
And now we're sitting with 25 shots on goal compared to 9 in the first. So
oh yeah, there was a couple of times out there where we had it in their zone, and Sting were just turning it into a shooting gallery, and I was loving it. Like that's the kind of stuff I want to see. I want to see them putting the puck on the net, going after the rebounds, just getting those shots up to try and capitalize on those opportunities. That's what I love to see.
And Del Belbaloo's in there with his second goal of the game, and then Pastajov in there, right? Both beautiful goals.
Oh, for sure. And I think Del Belbaloo's has a new game plan. His second goal there in the second period was exactly the same as the first goal.
Yeah.
He just made his way right out front of the net, got fed from behind, and boom, right in the net. Goalie didn't have any idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And that's a good. London's got a great goalie. I'm sitting there watching him make the saves throughout that whole period, and even in the first period. But the second period, he's right in front of me, and that they've got. I almost said something I shouldn't have there, but yeah, they have an amazing goalie
really
on London. So
well, now here we are. You talked about Ben Gaudreau and getting into his head there that last game and letting it affect him. Now let's look at the London goalie. I mean, who is a great goalie, absolutely. Wonder how he's feeling right now.
He's definitely feeling the pressure, but I mean, I haven't seen any cracks in him. He looks like he's still standing up pretty well to everything. His team needs to help him out a little bit more because, especially that second period, they were just treating him like a target out there, and they just kept firing the puck on him. But so far, I haven't seen him lose any of that tenacity that he's had. He hasn't lost his game, and so he's still doing really, really well out there. He's letting the goals in, but, I mean, Sarnia is just playing so well. They're capitalizing on everything. Del Belbaloo's has been putting himself in the perfect position.
Yeah.
And there's not much there was really not much that he could have done for any of those.
You got to wonder when a guy like Del Belbaloo's, who is a regular scorer, now he's got 2.
Yep.
Is that word hat trick in the back of his mind, do you think?
It probably was until he heard you say it.
I know.
You know they're down in the dressing room watching us.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm sure they have nothing better to do than listen to us banter. Well, they might now that Jay Peckham's not here. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Wow, stab. Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, these are all things, like if I was a young man, I'd be thinking about it. I'd be going like, oh, the hat trick. But, I mean, the rule is to try to not think about that stuff. Just continue to think about scoring goals.
Oh, absolutely. They're just going to keep playing their game and keep doing what they're doing. I think when Del Belbaloo is going to be out on the ice, it's going to be his line mates that might be thinking about it more than he is himself, and they might be trying to feed him, finding him in that open lane, and they're just going to be looking to feed him so he can get that third one in there.
Well, and I'll tell you, if there's a hat trick here tonight, I would really like to see the hats out there. We've had a lot of hat tricks from the Sarnia Sting players this year, and I've only seen a few hats out there. Tonight would be the night to toss all those hats out there, right?
It would be. I'm not tossing my hat. I love this hat.
Yeah.
I have 2 Sting hats. I'm really wishing I would have wore the crappy one tonight because if I was wearing my other hat, it would be out there on the ice.
I don't have any hats. I can't wear them. They don't fit me. My head's too big.
They don't make a big and tall head shop, do they?
No, they don't. They don't. I have a 4XL helmet for my motorcycle. That's a true story.
Oh, my God.
So there you go. Anyway, but hockey-wise, the pace was really good out there. I mean, I don't know. You thought the aggression was about the same. I thought maybe the better way to say that was it was a little different type of aggression. Like there was a lot going in the corners, behind the nets. It wasn't so much the big flip bangs there or whatever was going on in the first period. But
True.
Sarnia Sting is not back down.
No, not at all. And you're right. Like it's not been they're not looking for the big hits anymore. They're not slamming into the boards. Now they're throwing hands. There was a lot more of the little skirmishes in the corners, and some punches being thrown out there. The first period was all about the big checks. Second period's been all about going after who got those big hits on them in the first period, I think.
Well, the first period was maybe set the tone for the game between both of these competitors here. And I say that fairly, that both are really extremely competitive players out there and teams out there on the ice. I had something there for a moment and I lost it. But what's really important now is that the Sting just continue to do what they're doing. Again, 3-1. This is a nervous spot for the Sarnia Sting because we've been at this point before, so we don't want to see that happen again, right? And I'm sure that's probably on their mind.
I think so. I mean, like you said, we've been in this position too many times, and it's gone the wrong way too many times. So, maybe in that second period we weren't seeing them go as hard, and it did seem to be like the Sting had kind of backed off a little bit more. I think they're conserving that energy for this third period.
We talked about that,
because they know what has happened in the past, and they know what can happen if they run out of gas. And I think we're seeing them do a really good job of saving something for this last period of the game.
Yeah. I'll tell you somebody who I've had my eye on out there for some time, and boy, is he really moving out there tonight, is Easton Wainwright. He's really been moving around and behind that net, chasing that puck, staying on top of that puck. Mm-hmm. I'm really impressed with his gameplay tonight.
He's been doing an amazing job. I've been watching him closely all season. My aunt, who's been a season ticket holder since about 95 of the Sarnia Sting, Easton Wainwright is her favorite player.
Okay.
So I've definitely been watching him, keeping a close eye on him, and to watch how far he's come throughout this season, especially just these last few games.
That's right.
He's definitely been impressing all of us out there. He's turned it up. He's just becoming such an amazing hockey player.
Yeah.
And he just, little guy out there, he's not the biggest dog in the fight. So, but I've seen him too, throwing his body around. Like the entire Sarnia Sting team has been doing
really
that.
Makes
Easton
you wonder
Wainwright,
if they've had that conversation like we mentioned before. Like, guys, everybody really needs to get in this at all levels.
Yeah, exactly. And it's unbelievable, honestly, to see every single player step out on the ice. They've all seemed to have very complete games. They're great offensively. They're great defensively. When it comes time to start throwing the body around and putting some people into the boards, that game's there for them too. And every time it almost seems like it's the other team that's kind of initiating it. I've never seen the Sting.
No, we
don't.
We don't look for it, do we?
I mean, but when it comes time, we'll get down. If
you want to go, we'll go.
If it calls for it, we're going to go. Against North Bay tried to play that same kind of game, but Sting responded in a different way that game. North Bay got a little bit frustrated that we were winning, so they honestly gave up on that game.
I agree.
They were going after the Sting physically, and the Sting, instead of returning the favor like we're seeing tonight, because that's what needs to be done against a team like the London Knights, they just said, you guys want to give up the game and start the hit, and we'll just keep putting the puck in the net.
Yeah.
And after they gave up on the game, the Sting scored another 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah.
But you can see that those delicate little choices that are being made in their strategies. North Bay, we'll just keep scoring on them.
Yeah.
London, we'll just give back everything we're getting. So they're doing a lot of thinking out there, and their decision making out there it always seems to be very reactive, and it's based on what you're getting from the other team.
Yeah, and it's working and turning out very well so far for the Sarnia Sting. Mm-hmm. But got to keep the vertical pedal on the right, down on the floor. And I think, like you said, they did kind of back off a little bit, like kind of what we talked about. Mm-hmm. But for the right amount, I think. Now I think maybe they're going to come out and really put the pedal to the metal and go,
I think
okay,
so.
It's last period. We've got the energy. Let's get out there and put ourselves in a much safer place than we are sitting at right now.
Yeah, they're going to come out definitely. They're going to be aggressive. They know against a team like the London Knights that a two-goal lead is no guarantee of anything. So they're going to come out just as aggressive as they were in the first period.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see them trying to put some more points up on the board. And I think they've got a lot left in the tank. And we're just hoping that London has kind of gassed themselves out because they don't seem to have let up at all throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, well, 3-1 really says it well. And the shots on goal, 25-16 for your Sarnia Sting. That really sends a message out there as well. I do like that we, hey, come on over here, guys. If you come over here. There you go. You can wave to that camera right there. There you go.
Yeah, you're on live.
You're live. Just stare in there. Okay, that one too. Sure. There you go. Okay, easy. This camera here.
Hi, Grandma.
There you go. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Go Sting, go.
Go Sting, go, Grandma.
Baby boy loves you, Grandma.
There you go.
Yeah, I love you, Grandma.
There you go. Some more Sting fans here having some fun. You must have a bunch of grandmas.
I guess. That's at least 7.
Shout out to my mommy.
Okay, hi, Mom. There you go. Some excited. I got a Leaf jersey on there. You're a Sting fan, right? Are you a Sting fan? Go Sting, go.
Go Sting, go.
Okay.
Go, Sting, go.
There you go. We like it when the fans show up here on the camera. And lots happening around the OHL up there as well. It's interesting to see some of the scores they're having. Oh, yeah, now everybody's discovered the camera here. That's okay. That's what it's there for. Easton Wainwright and a lot of the young players on this team that have progressed. This entire team has progressed. Again, I mentioned those obstacles, but like with so many key players off earlier in the season, able to hold on and come back. And a lot of those younger players really had to step forward and take place in some of those roles that they weren't used to being in. And I think that's contributed to the growth of this team.
Oh, 100%, yeah. There's been a lot put on the shoulders of every member of this team. That players younger and as inexperienced as what we have out there wouldn't see that so much on other teams. But yeah, like we've had a lot of key players out this season. There's been a lot of movement in the roster. So there's been a lot been expected of every member of this team throughout, from the beginning of the season all the way through. And we're seeing results on it.
For sure. All right, and playoff tickets go on sale coming up March 7th. I believe that's Tuesday, right? So if you haven't got them yet, season ticket holders get first bid on those. But those tickets will be on sale, and you know that the Sarnia Sting have clinched playoff spots, and it's going to be exciting. I really think this is a team that can take it all the way to the top. But right now, the focus is here tonight, the third period against the London Knights. Don't forget, post-game press conference will be live here from the restaurant here at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. And Lee, thanks you know what I mean. Thanks for being here. That's what he said.
Thanks for having me.
Last day with the old lips. Really appreciate all of you watching as well. Share this around so we can get some more attention for your Sarnia Sting. And we'll see you at post-game press conference. For the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows and my friend Lee Bazeley. 1, 2, 3, go Sting, go!